Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Today is Podcaster Spirit Week favorite color day, and so I am wearing a bathing suit. It is a long sleeve bathing suit, which I actually haven't gotten to wear swimming yet, but it is galaxy themed, and as I have mentioned a little bit before, galaxy colors are my favorite colors. So this is like my favorite color palette. And I don't really like to pick a favorite color because I just love colors in general. I also grabbed this yarn because this is kind of like my favorite colors. This is like very, very like a good way to explain my favorite colors. But the way that I explain it is my favorite color is galaxy. I like the purples and pinks and blues and like those really rich hues that are in galaxy colors and also in these glasses. So purples and blues that like blend together are really vibrant, and kind of pinky purples. That's my favorite color. And if I have to pick a favorite color, it depends on the day you ask me. I really like purple. I really like mint and teal. So it just depends on the day you ask me. But galaxy is 100% my favorite color if I can just pick what I want to pick and not be limited. Anyways, so I'm wearing a bathing suit if you wondered what in the world I'm wearing. And I'm also wearing my unicorn headband. Because why not? So, how are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. It is almost Friday, so we've almost made it through the week. Woo! Are you ready for Friday? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you doing anything cool this weekend? I have my fair Saturday, and I really do want to enter. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm excited and I'm really nervous, but I also really want to do it, and I know that I'll regret it if I don't do it, so wish me luck. So that's what I've got going on this weekend. Wish me luck. I am super excited to do it. I've just never been to like a fair like this before, and I don't know the people that are going to be there, and I don't know if they're going to be like mean. What if they're like really like rude? What if they're like, you can't put that in that category? But I am excited, and it's Thursday, which means I only have 2 days. Okay? 2 days. So I've got a few things in mind to enter. I'm thinking my mandala blanket, which has stuff sitting on top of it because I was messing around with blanket yarn last night. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. And then there is like seasonal categories. So I'm gonna enter my pumpkin gnome that I had as my gnome of the month last month, in the fall category. And then Easter, I've got some like little bunnies that I made, so I might have to pick one or something. I'm having a really hard time remembering what I... 1 minute. You were sitting on top of a notebook I need. So I was trying to remember, but I just couldn't remember. Okay, let's see. Got my little crochet book. In the back of my Crochet Makes book, I wrote down the categories that I would potentially be entering. Okay, so it's going to be $7 for the first entry, $3 for each additional entry, which is kind of a bummer. But, okay, so they don't really have, like, okay, with Kayla's, I don't know if they're all like this, but with Kayla's, with Long Mama Kayla's, she had, like, crochet category, and there was, like, a ton of stuff in it. Mine doesn't even have, like, a crochet category. So the categories that I went through and picked out that I could even have, like, a chance of entering, that I thought I could enter, is textile art, and the subcategory string art, which is what I'm going to put the blanket under. And then there's a category for dolls. And in the dolls category, there is animals as one subcategory and crochet as one subcategory. That is the only time that crochet is mentioned as any sort of a category, by the way. So I guess maybe they just don't limit it that way and they just do it by theme, and like it's kind of a free-for-all of what you enter. And then there's holiday crafts, and there's Christmas, Halloween, Easter, and Thanksgiving that were all in there. And then there's patriotic theme, any item. And then there's crafts and the subcategory wreath arrangements. And those were the ones that I figured I could enter. But there isn't like a crochet like category with like stuff under it. So yeah. So I was thinking my mandala blanket could go under string art in the textile, or yeah, in the textile art category, string art. Under dolls and animals, I was thinking I could put my little dog plush, the one I've made of my dog Mario. But I'm also like, because it does say that you can't enter things into like a different category if they could go in another category or something like that. So I'm like, I don't know if I could do the dog plush under animals, since crochet is also a category. Like, I don't know if I could enter something under both. And that's something that's making me like anxious, because I don't want them to be like, you can't do that. Like, that'll be like, I'm just really nervous about that. But then there's also the crochet category under dolls, and I've got quite a few different things I could enter under that. I was thinking maybe my mushroom fae plushie. And then under holiday crafts, I have, for Thanksgiving, I could do my pumpkin gnome. And then for Easter, I could do one of my pink bunnies, because I have two, like, pink bunnies that I made for Easter time. And then I was thinking if I can finish the, Halloween bear that I'm working on, I could bring that for the Halloween category. And I don't have anything for Christmas yet, because this is going to be my first Christmas where I'm going to crochet stuff. And I just haven't gotten to make anything yet, so I'm just not going to bring anything for that. Patriotic theme, any item. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know what I would make. And I don't really, like, I could just go through and find some, like, blue, white, and red yarn, but I don't know, I kind of wish I had like one of those cool like patriotic variegated yarns, so I think I might just not do that category this time around, because I honestly just don't know what to make either. I need to sneeze 1 second. Okay, I am so sorry. I was sitting here like trying really hard not to sneeze this whole time, and I was like, I probably look like I'm struggling or something. Like, what's wrong with her? And I was just trying not to sneeze. I still didn't really sneeze, but, you know, whatever. We're just gonna go with it, and if I sneeze, I'll, like, cut it out, and you guys will be like, that was a random weird cutout, and I'll be like, yeah, I sneezed. And then the last category was wreath arrangements, under crafts. So, I actually bought a wreath form, like, a few weeks ago, when Mama Kayla did her first wreath, when she did that gnome wreath, because I was like, oh, I never thought about doing like crochet stuff on a wreath. That's a fun idea. And I saw Big Lots had their wreath forms on half off. They're 50% off. So it was like $1.50. And I picked one up because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but at some point I want to do a crochet wreath. And then when I was looking at this, I was like, oh cool, I could do wreath arrangements, because I actually wrote all this stuff down, like, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so sorry. I actually wrote all this stuff down, like, weeks and weeks ago, but I wasn't sure, like, if I was gonna do it or not. Oh wait, I can't put this up there because it goes under my phone. Man, I am, like, a hot mess today, but I found this at the dollar store when I was there last time, and wouldn't this be pretty cool? Wouldn't it be pretty cool to do a heart-shaped wreath? Although I did just think about the fact that doing the tubing around it, like a crochet tubing, might be difficult with the shape. But I'm sure I could figure something out. So I was thinking about doing this, and I was like, what do I want to do on it? And I'm thinking I might cover it in like multicolored flowers. Maybe some mushrooms. But I don't have a whole lot of time before the fair, so like this may or may not get done before the fair. If it doesn't get done, it's no big deal, but I just think it would be cool to do in general. So I was thinking about making a whole bunch of flowers with this yarn, because I think that this would make some pretty good like variety of colors and be fun. So I was thinking about making like a whole bunch of little flowers. I don't know. But I'm thinking like flowers, maybe some mushrooms, probably some leaves. I'm looking around for inspiration. I'm sure I'll come up with ideas as I work on it. I do think it would be cool to do a gnome themed one. So I might do a when I'm doing this, if I feel like it needs something, I might make up another little gnome like my woodland gnome that I made, and do with that like rainbow faux fur that I used on the big giveaway gnome. I could do like a rainbowy one, because just like a smaller rainbowy one, because I think that would match this yarn really well. I don't know. So I'm coming up with ideas, but I think I'm gonna make flowers. I think to start, I'm just gonna start diving in, because I'm gonna need a whole bunch of flowers if I'm doing that. And then I will let the idea form as I go along, because honestly I work better that way. When I'm being like, you know, creative and doing something creative, I kind of just like to do it. Just do it. So that's what I've got going on today. And this is my podcaster spirit week. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I don't know. This is my podcaster spirit week favorite color. I can't guarantee I'm gonna leave this on, because I am wearing a swimsuit right now. This is a one-piece swimsuit, so I'm literally wearing a swimsuit. But I thought this was the perfect way to show you my favorite color. I actually have some galaxy themed jeans somewhere, but I don't know where right now. I need to get my clothes organized. That's a whole nother story. My clothes are not organized, but here is my favorite colors. And here is some more examples of my favorite colors. All right, let's make flowers. Okay, guys, I got you down on workstation level. I got myself some coffee. Got my coffee warmer. Have my yarn. Have my hook. And I'm just gonna start making little flowers. So I'm gonna start out by making some like single colored flowers without centers, because I just want like a whole bunch of those in different colors. So I'm hoping to hit a lot of the like variegated in here for those little flowers. And then I will like put those with some more like full-fledged flowers that, you know, take a little bit more time to do. Not that this one really takes a lot of time to do, but these ones should hopefully pump out pretty quick, because I'm going to need like 7,000 of them. So I will probably just leave this recording and time lapse it, and either put music or voiceover or something. So yeah, I mean, I might talk for a little bit though. So I'm going to put my coffee on the coffee warmer. I just got done making it, but I'm going to put it on the coffee warmer so it stays warm. And I put on a sweater because I was cold. So now I'm like trying to get it out of my way, but also don't want to roll the sleeves up. Okie dokie. I cannot stop yawning today. Thinking about what color I'm going to want to do the wreath form cover out of. I'm like, if I'm doing a whole bunch of like rainbowy flowers, maybe I should do a solid color, but like I kind of don't want to do a solid color. Almost started to do a double crochet when I meant to do a half double crochet. I don't know. I'll play it by ear and see what the flowers look like, and I don't know. See what I'm feeling. Whole lot of playing it by ear, and I know that that sounds like why are you doing this? You don't know what you're doing. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but most of the time when I make things, I play it by ear. And I just kind of have sort of an idea and I start doing it, and like 9 times out of 10 my idea changes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 times out of 10 my idea changes like multiple times throughout the process. So I like to have a plan. As you may have noticed, I like to write things out and plan things and stuff, but also when I'm being creative, I like to have the ability to completely drop that plan and do what I wanted, like whatever I feel like doing in that moment. The variegation is working up so interesting on this. It's like separated into thirds. So I'm basically just making up random flowers. Some of them having like single crochets and half double crochets, and some of them having double crochets and triple crochets, and just working up different sizes of flowers. I want there to be like a lot of variety of color and shape, and it to be like really fun looking. I'm not really sure what all is going to go on here, if it's just going to be flowers or if I want to do like maybe some acorns or, you know, like some leaves, some mushrooms. I mean, I might even make some like little amigurumis, like maybe some like little amigurumi animals, or like I said, maybe I'll do a rainbow gnome because I still have some of that rainbow faux fur that I used on that giveaway gnome. So I could do like a little, like it would definitely have to be a smaller sized gnome. Maybe like the tutorial sized gnome that I made, and do like that rainbow faux fur. I have some like rainbowy fur pom-poms, like the ones that go on the end of hats, like fur balls basically, but they're pretty big, so I don't know if that would work for a little gnome. So now I'm just working on cutting some like long lengths of tails and weaving in some of them. Some of them weren't weaved in yet, or woven in. Since I decided that I'm gonna hot glue all the flowers on, because that will definitely be easier, and with the way I'm wanting to do it, like they're gonna be overlapping and stuff, it would be really hard to sew them on. And just why not just hot glue them on. And then I'm just kind of sprucing up these flowers, adding some blue detail. I hit a like big section in my variegated yarn, but I really like this color blue a lot. So rather than like cut it out and skip it to get back to like variegated, I'm just adding details to other colored flowers with it. Plus, I think it'll add some cohesion with all the different colors and types of flowers and stuff to kind of, you know, bring in that blue into like different types of flowers. But yeah, I've got quite the little hoard of flowers, so I'm just kind of laying them on my frame. Just wanted to see like if it looked like I was going to need a lot more flowers, or if it looked like I was on the right track. And I definitely had enough flowers to kind of cover the whole frame. So I'm going to move on to figuring out my frame cover. So I know I want to do yarn, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do the knitting machine. So I kind of had to change my plan. I could not cut through this. I tried so hard. And of course, the hubby is at work, so I couldn't get him to help me with it. And I wasn't about to wait. So, you know, this is part of that changing my plan on the fly that I always do. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try stretching it around it and then like kind of single crocheting the like knit stitches together. I was like, let's see how that works. I think it'll stretch far enough. At first it didn't seem like it would stretch far enough, but I was like, I'm going to try. And then it actually worked out perfectly. I mean, obviously it doesn't look perfect. It definitely looks very like DIY. But it worked out like, I don't know. I'm very happy with how it form fits to the wreath as I continue along with it. Oh yeah, and the yarn I'm using is Sugar Wheel Cotton Solids. It's just Hobby Lobby yarn. It's a 3-weight yarn, and it's super pretty colors. I love the colors they do in this type of yarn. But this one was one of the ones from the Hobby Lobby clearance, so they don't do this color anymore. Same with the other color that I'm going to use a bit later on. They don't make that one anymore. Or at least I don't think they do. Maybe they could put it out under a different name or something. But they were in the Hobby Lobby clearance, which usually means they're not going to make it anymore. So, unfortunate. They are very pretty colors. So now I'm just kind of stretching my knitted tube around, and it's working out perfectly because it makes it double thickness so you don't see through it. I knew using a 3-weight yarn was kind of risky in the first place. So honestly, I actually think it came out better this way than it would have been had I been able to cut it. So I'm kind of glad I wasn't able to cut the wireframe. But I think it's coming out really well, and like I said, the double thickness makes it so you can't see through. But I used the 3-weight yarn for one because I like the color, and two, I knew it would have a little bit more like stretch to it if it was a skinnier yarn, you know, in the knitted type of style. And here is what it's looking like so far. I kind of did like 3/4, maybe a little bit less than 3/4 of the frame covered. And I'm going to work up some of this really pretty mint tea is the name of the color, and it is so pretty, and I really like it with the blue. So I'm just working up another tube in this color now. And there we go. So I went ahead and did the ends flat across this time. I just did single crochets connecting the loops together. And now I am applying my new mint tea color onto my wreath form also. So I'm kind of overlapping them a bit, and I did the single crochet in the blue, so I think it will make it like a little bit less you know, dramatically changing colors. But I'm probably going to put flowers over that part anyways. And then boom, as if by magic, I magically crochet this together really, really quick, and it's done. So I went ahead and got that tube on there, and I overlapped them. And I like cinched it in here instead of just grabbing like the edge of the stitches on either side of the tube. I like went into the middle of the stitches, if that makes sense. It was definitely nothing fancy or finessing about it. It was very DIY, making it work kind of thing, but it worked out really great, and it shaped it to the shape of the heart. Okay guys, so it is like almost 5 p.m. and I have been working on this most of the day, other than a little nap. So I am going to keep working on it, and I will keep filming, and I will show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. Maybe it'll be finished. Maybe I'll be able to put it in the fair. We'll have to see. But I've got tons of flowers. I should have way more than enough flowers to be able to do this. And then I don't know what else I'm gonna add. Like I said, I might do some like mushrooms. I might do some leaves. I have this random leaf that I made like a while back. I don't know if it'll go on here or not. I'll have to see when I start playing around with it, but I grabbed it just in case. So yeah, I'm gonna get creative with it and see where it takes me. But I'm really happy with how this cover came out for it. So it's a little lumpy from where I attached on the beginning pieces of my first tube, but they're going to be covered up anyways, so I don't think it'll be a big deal. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm so sorry that this video came out late today. That's what happens when I get an idea in the morning and then spend the whole day working on it. But tomorrow's video for this, if I finish it tomorrow, I will post a video and hopefully it will be up in the morning tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is Friday, which is Yarn Fairy Friday. So if you have any donation type items or charitable type items that you're working on or that you've made or that you've sent or whatever, feel free to send me pictures to my email. And I will include those in tomorrow's video. I haven't made my cat toy yet, but I will get that done tomorrow because I'm thinking if I make like one a week, you know, same concept as our old Yarn Fairy Friday model, you know, one a week adds up to 4 a month. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually thinking I'm going to craft like a basket and then, or crochet a basket and then crochet all these little toys and stuff to go in it, and then I'll probably bring it like closer to Christmas time. This also works better for me because transportation and like going out and doing these things is not, you know, easy for me to do. So I can kind of accumulate it like I did for Yarn Fairy Friday before, and that works a lot better for me. So I can just do it over time and then bring it in and kind of have an ongoing you know, donation-y, charitable-y type thing going on. So if anyone else wants to participate in that, you are more than welcome to, and I will see you guys tomorrow for that video. Bye guys!